Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. Today we're going to be going through all of my handstand slash balance conditioning drills and exercises and just my whole routine when it comes to everything I do to help my balance skills, because hand balancing is something that, oh my god, let me tell you, I have had to work on so much, and it's taken a lot of time and a lot of consistency and a lot of effort to get to where I have gotten. But these things literally would not be able to do a handstand had I not learned these, and they've just helped me so much, so I'm really hoping that they can help you as well. I also do want to mention it is a very good idea to do a light cardio warm-up, some abs before you do this routine, just because they're just gonna make things feel a lot better. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so just like always, I'm starting off with just some basic wrist warm-up exercises. These are so important before you do handstands. So basically you're just gonna flex your palms up and down, and then we call this one shooting fire because it looks like you're shooting a fireball, but without the fire. And then you're gonna do that double time. Now, these are just some kind of plank rocks, but as you can see, I'm doing them on my knees. This was partially just because I wanted to save my strength for the drills, which, trust me, you will probably want to do as well. But you're gonna do 3 to the front, 3 to the side, and then 3 to the back. In this, you want to make sure that you are doing spider fingers just as you would in a handstand, and we're gonna repeat that twice through. And now you're gonna flip your palms towards your body and stretch out your wrists the other way. And here I'm doing what we call finger push-ups, and I usually do about 15 of these. And you really want to focus on not using your upper body and legs to lift up. You really want to just isolate it into your fingers as much as you can. And again, this is just further warming up your hands, so then when you're doing your handstands, you're not going to damage anything. And then just shake them out. Now we're moving into some shoulder stabilizing exercises, and I'm just doing some of these, I forget what these are called, but you can see them on screen, with a long resistance band. I highly recommend getting one of these if you're looking for some at-home conditioning equipment, but this is really good for just building that strength in your shoulders, and that is so important for balance skills. And then we're just gonna do some shoulder circles with the resistance band. This just helps get things mobile. And again, I usually do about 15 of these. So now we're going to move into wall drills, which is such a huge part of my handstand balance conditioning. I swear, we spend half of the class always just at the wall. It's kind of like the contortion equivalent to doing bar in ballet. It kind of sucks, but it's so good for you. So as you can see, you just go into a handstand, walk closer to the wall just so that your form is better. And from there, you're kind of just gonna isolate your shoulders and think of it kind of like a tiny little push-up, or also like a shoulder shrug. And this is good for just helping kind of teach your body how to lift up in your handstand, handstand, because what a lot of people do and what I still kind of do from time to time is sink. So this kind of just prevents that. And we're gonna do 3 sets of 10. That was so much more challenging than I thought it was gonna be to try to get a vertical shot of that. I also now know how ridiculous it looks because I've never seen myself doing it until now, and it looks very funny. So next we're gonna be doing shoulder taps, and we're gonna be doing 10 total, so 5 on each side. What this can at some point one day down the road turn into is a one-arm handstand, which is very, very hard, but this is kind of the prep that you do to just help yourself build up the strength, know how to transfer your weight properly. This is something that I'm still learning. You really want to think about being as controlled and steady as possible. This side I'm actually a lot better on. I'm a little bit uneven, I will admit that. But yeah, just think about transferring your weight. Ideally, you don't want to shift your hips so much, like what you can kind of see I'm doing here, but I'm working on it, and we're gonna do 5 and 5. I feel like I need to just like reiterate that disclaimer that I just said a little while ago. I'm nowhere near perfect. These are just the things that help me. But trust me, I know that I need to like continue working on these, and hopefully one day I'll be able to do these and not shake when I'm doing them. But in my defense, it's also been a while since I trained. So now we're just gonna do some L switches. These are great to just help you find your balance. Yeah, they're just another great conditioning exercise. So we're gonna do 5 and 5, 5 on each side, 10 total. So in this one, you're really wanting to focus on transferring your weight into your fingertips, and from there, just think about slowly lifting that opposite leg off, coming up to a straight handstand, and then switch to the other side. And your goal is to try to do as many of them consecutively as possible, but obviously come down if you need to. Also, I just want to say, like, don't think that you have to do every single, like, exercise back to back to back. Like, take breaks when you need to, because your wrists are gonna get sore. And trust me, I'm taking breaks right now. Like, you don't have to do 5, or in this case, you don't have to do all 10 in one go. Like, take breaks in between to come down when you need to. Okay, so this next one, if you have socks, definitely put them on, because you kind of have to like slide a bit. So it just helps to not have your feet sticking to the wall as you go. So the next thing is straddle taps, and this one you do need quite a bit of wall space to do them. So let's just see how this goes. Hopefully I have enough space to do this. So I always start in straight, and from there I lower into a straddle, and you can see I'm pretty close to the wall, and my form is so much better here than what you will see in the next clip, where I went up for the second time and I kept my hands a little bit too far away from the wall, and you can't see it totally in this video, but I'm so much more sunken, and I was definitely arching a little bit more. So that's just something to know. Like, you do want to be pretty close to the wall, just so then you can maintain a good form. But hey, I'm still learning, I'm still figuring these things out, but at least you guys can learn something from my mistakes. Okay, so now at this point is when I would move into the center. So, oh my god. Ugh. I'm dead. No energy left in my body. Oh my god. Why do I do this stuff to myself willingly? Oh. So, note to my future self, do not plan to do 2 conditioning videos in the same day back to back, because... Okay, I'm going to end the video here because my arms are absolutely dead. I think they're going to fall off my body in protest of what I just did. And I am definitely going to make sure that I do not leave so much time in between training sessions next time, because this was very challenging for me. Anyway, my battery's also gonna die. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Here's my Instagram and TikTok if you want to see more content from me. And until next time, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!